Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We're glad you're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast and around the world, you're listening to the Sportcat show.
How is everyone tonight? We've got a live chat. We are live on the radio, Live 365, and Yerg's Radio. I'll put the link down in the comments if you want to go listen there. If you're not at home and you want to go mobile and listen, you're more than welcome to on Yerg's Radio. We have a call-in line, too, if you want to call in and ask questions. We've had several people utilize that. The phone number for that is 1-888-88-YERGZ. That's 1-888-88-YERGZ on your phone pad. So you can call in. You can join us in the chat. We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I don't know, some other places. Twitch, Kick, Punch. I don't know. But tonight we have a special guest. We have the Reverend Sean. He is from a traveling circus, which is kind of interesting because I wasn't really clear on it until me and him were talking. Actually, I just learned a lot from him pre-show. So let's see who all is hiding back here. We got the lovely and talented Miss Sonia.
Hi. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to fix that. So.
What is that?
Yeah,
I like that.
I can't just move it around at will, apparently. Let's see. Who else do we have back here? Well, I thought we had Dina, but apparently we don't. So let's go ahead and bring in the Reverend. And you can call him Reverend, you can call him Sir, or you can call him Sean.
Hey!
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, we're glad you're here. I put out that we're live everywhere so everybody can join us and tune in. We've got a live call-in number that should be active. Let me make sure of that. So Sean, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm Sean, the Reverend Sean, the indestructible man, the unholy Reverend. I guess I do whatever it takes, pretty much. That's my job description in the circus. I lay on beds of nails. I walk on broken glass. I handle fire. Do a lot of fun stuff, you know. And we do this and we try. It's a comedy the way we present it. I know I say that and it sounds really like stern. Like, yeah, there's sword swallowing and yeah, there's fire handling, but it's really funny for the kids.
For the kids. So I was going to ask, is this an adult show or is it a kid show or kind of in the middle?
Well, how much you got? The adult show costs extra.
I have a joke for that. I better be careful. So
I know our show is definitely it's fun for all ages, you know. And we read the room. If there's a lot of children around, we won't mess too much with the double entendre type jokes, you know. There's a classic in street performing.
No, innuendos.
Yeah. When you can always say, like, if your kids get our jokes, when they're innuendos, if the kids are getting them, that's not our fault. Those are your kids.
Very true. Very true.
That's a fact.
They're not old enough to be.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this for a long time. I've been with the Finnegan Circus for 15 years.
Wow. So
really cool.
Are you an original or are you?
Oh yeah. We the core members are three people, and the three of us wrote the whole thing together for our very first show, like I said, 15 years ago, and we actually wrote that first show in one night. We stayed up all night, when we were in our 20s, so that didn't even hurt us that bad. And then we went and did it, and it was terrible. But I guess we liked it enough.
You got it. It's a trial run. I mean,
well, some of my very first podcasts, I listened to them now. I'm like, oh my God, it's horrible. And even from a few weeks ago, I mean, I'm always learning, buying new stuff and playing with new toys. So, with your
anybody who does art, it's always bad when it beginning.
Yeah,
all art is.
You probably have to do a lot of training, or I guess that's the right word, training for. Because I know I saw those people that swallow swords, eat light bulbs, and like you were saying, lay on the bed of nail. I mean, you can give us trade secrets if you like, but do you have to practice for that, or is it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can even go to schools for it now. Coney Island in New York City teaches classes. Yeah, even the sword swallow, they have an implement, I won't get into it, but they have an implement that you can rehearse with that's not as, sharp or rigid or dangerous as a sword, in case you move or sneeze. You never want to sneeze when sword swallowing. Let me give you that industry inside.
I can imagine. Yeah, I was going to ask when you watched some of the videos, you were saying it goes through the esophagus and not into the stomach. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, down the esophagus, yeah, towards the stomach. Yeah, you don't want to go too far. The bottom of the stomach, where it curves at the bottom, is pretty much the end of the line. If you're beyond that, then you're
kind of. Yeah, I'm a paramedic. I'm clear, but
yeah.
Sword's too long.
I was trying to figure out if you went through into the lungs or if you went into the stomach, because I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. So.
Go into the lungs, Glenn.
Well, you can. You can, but you can only do that twice, right? You got 2 lungs.
I'm already kind of short, so.
And that's it.
Get a shorter sword. Swallow daggers.
Brenda says she can do that without training. I think she's referring to something different, though. So. Sure, hers are, like you said, more blunt. So, what about do you do the light bulb swallowing yourself? Right. I've already ruined the show.
Light bulb eating.
Eating, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that
light bulb swallow?
So there's a few of us in the show, and a lot of us can trade off on certain acts. For the last several years, I've been doing the talking, the talker part of that one, and another guy in the show, Mr. Chip Rascal, is the one who's actually biting into the bulb, and I try to explain what's happening and sell it to the audience so that it's tense.
That is. Maybe
hi! Looks like we have another person.
Yeah, Dina. Yeah,
sorry.
Dina's one of our other
Hi, Dina.
Hi.
She's always.
Hi, Dina. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
I had some technical difficulties.
Dina, you are a technical difficulty.
I know I am. I stink.
She's the circus I have to keep up with. So
I am.
Do you actually eat the light bulb? Because I've seen some people that actually swallow a light bulb whole and then bring it back up. Is that one of yours? The salt and glass.
That's a regurgitation act, which is a little different than the eating the glass. So no, in our act, we're biting into the light bulb, we're chewing the glass, we are swallowing and eating the actual glass. And then the following day, we sell tickets outside of the bathroom where you can watch it come out the other end.
Oh no!
Yeah, put me a sandcastle or something.
Yeah.
Stained glass.
You magically transform ordinary tissue paper, toilet paper into bandages. That's what happens in the bathroom.
Yeah. That's a cut and flesh situation, right?
Oh,
that is, wow.
Quick I was going to ask if there were some kind of special light bulbs or something, but I guess that's trade secret. So.
Good GE, good E.
No.
Yeah.
It has to be the clear light bulbs too, right? It has to be a certain kind of glass. Like I know that you can't eat the halogen bulbs or whatever it is, right?
You can. You got to clean them off, but no. Usually, just for the sake of the show.
I want to get that powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. No, usually for the sake of the show, we go with the glass that doesn't have to be, clean.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't taste like chicken, I'm sure. Oh.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't.
It probably tastes gritty like sand.
Probably. Yeah. I mean,
like having sand in your mouth.
Very crunchy.
Yeah, somebody says, "Oh, they're made of sugar."
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we light them up, we break them, we pass them around so people can touch the glass and make sure it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've heard the sugar thing before, so we go through great lengths in the show to try to convince you that everything you're seeing is what it is. But there's always people who are skeptical. And that's fine. That actually inspires a lot of the writing and a lot of the ways that the show flows because we want to reach everybody. So
yeah.
And you
cool.
Also have a little magic in there too with leave the card tricks too, right?
Oh yeah, it's how I got started personally as a magician, and then little by little started doing more and more of the circus stuff. And I went to a vocational high school, so there was always light bulbs around in the electronics shop, and there was always nails to do the blockhead act. I remember taking a drill and drilling the drill into my nasal cavity, and my like, my 80-year-old shop teacher seeing me, nearly having a heart attack.
Yeah, I bet he loved you.
Yeah. It was well known.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a paramedic, I watched some of those. I'm sitting here trying to figure out. I'm like, there's no way they're driving a 20-penny nail into a guy's head. There's no way. It's just
there's a way.
Second. Well, there is obviously because I've seen it, but I was like, this is what they used to do cradiotomies with nails for people back in the medieval times that had depression and psychiatric issues.
They did that to the eye, though, right?
Does he mean a lobotomy?
Yeah, lobotomy. Lobotomy to the eye.
Like you mean a lobotomy.
Did they go still higher than those? I can't remember, but yeah, I remember seeing that in paramedic school. Of course, that was 50 years ago. But.
They do crack. They used to crack a part of your sinus cavity back there to help drainage and stuff back in the day, help people breathe or something. There's that too.
No, don't want any of that. No.
I breathe so clearly.
I'll just.
I'll bet. Sometimes the lights take a
I got 2 extra holes.
Yeah.
The pooping's the more difficult one. Which, well, I guess you made reference to this as a child. You were doing not child, but young adult. You were doing some of these things. Which did you start with first, and what inspired you to? I mean, how do you, as a paramedic? I used to chase fire trucks and stuff, but what do you do for this?
I got started, like I said, doing magic tricks, and then when you start trying to like put things together into a routine, into an act, you start looking for something a little more intense, a closer, something that's going to top everything else you did before. And actually, it was eating glass was the very first thing that I got into.
Oh, wow.
There's a books called the Swami Mantras, and there's lots of good literature that, because I was already finding magic books and stuff, I'd come across. And so, I'd find things. Some of them are so great and outdated. I remember one of them was how to swallow a flaming sword. And it was like, just start with an asbestos sheath and swallow that first.
Wow.
So that it lines the esophagus.
And that's how you end up with mesothelioma.
It's just that simple, guys.
Whoa.
You light that sword on fire and you put it there. It's fine.
Tasted like the old paint chips in the house, remember? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait a minute. You put the sheath, you're supposed to swallow the sheath first and have that in your esophagus. And then put the sword out in your esophagus.
You got to get your gag reflex. You got to get your gag reflex like used to having something back there so you ain't back there.
Grab that asbestos sheath that I'm sure you have in the house. And let's see what you can do with it.
Yes.
As you do. Everybody's got one of those.
Everybody's got one of those.
Yeah.
Right.
They're handy. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to picture. Why would you? I mean, once again, we talked about
call up that Doug guy.
Pre-show, we were talking about how the things we used to do as kids, and now the things we do as adults are quite different. And now there's actually we find out rules and consequences to some of this stuff.
Yeah,
actually, it's actually not different. You go as in your adult life, you go back to things that you wanted to do as a child, that you were like, stripped of because you were made to do other stuff and other people's routines. And then you go back to chasing being a child. You're like being a big kid. It's the best. it's what real living is.
Screaming, that's the way I want to go out. So
I mean, I do that monthly. We go to the Burns and we let it all out.
You're gonna have to introduce me to some of this. I'm not sure I understand that. So the people that you perform with, the other two, your partners, did you know them growing up in like high school, or did you just meet randomly? Or
all right, this is a crazy story. So I was doing tricks and sideshow circus stuff, and people knew me around town for doing that, and they started telling people that I knew, like, "Oh, you got to meet my friend. He does stuff like what you do." And I told him about you, and I had been hearing this for like a few years. And I'm living in this apartment building, and there's a neighbor that I see on the street every once in a while going to and from his car. We wave to each other, but we don't know each other. And then one day I lock myself out of the apartment. The key breaks in the lock, like I can't even pick it. It's already late at night. I'm going to sleep in my car because I can't get a hold of my landlord. And then I see that my neighbor across the street has a party going on. And I'm fun at a party. I do magic tricks. I can swallow swords. I can lay on beds of nails. You know, usually I can get in. So I go to this stranger's house and I knock on the door. And Chip Rascal, been my partner in this show for 15 years now, a guy that I had never met yet, opens the door. And I'm like, hey, man, I know you don't know me, but I'm your neighbor and I'm locked out. And, you know, I do magic tricks. You know, I'm fun at parties. Like, would you mind if I like hung out with you and your friends for a while until I can get a hold of my landlord? And he was just like, yes to all of that. I do stuff like this too. Like, he couldn't even get the words out of his mouth. He was so excited. And then the door opens further and like his friends, I see him and I'm like, oh, I know you. Like, I know all kinds of his friends. He's like, they're all like, guys, you are the two guys. This is the other one I was telling you about. Like, Chip, this is Sean. Sean, this is Chip. And we lived
intense stories already.
We lived right near each other.
That's
We had
so
no
awesome.
idea.
The universe,
Very
man. That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, and then Dr. Finnegan is another friend of ours. He actually knew Chip before I had met him. But he was a radio personality for a little while. He was a poet. You know, he's got some
Did
published
he have
works.
a band for a while?
He was in a band.
Yeah. I
He's
remember
he's
his
a fun
band.
fella. Yeah, he's a
I
fun
remember
guy.
his band. It was pretty cool, actually.
And yeah, so we reached out to him when Chip and I had started writing the show, and we said we actually called him and he didn't answer, so we left him a voicemail, and we said, hey, his name's Billy, his real name. We're like, hey, Billy, so Chip and I, we have this idea for the show, and we're writing it, and it's going to be like this whole like Barker, like a carnival thing, and you know, you're a poet, and you'd be really great at doing that, and you got that great mustache, you've got a curly mustache,
Yeah.
bottom line, so we really need you to be a part of this, so call us back, we want to do it. And we hung up, and he saved that message. So to this day, we still have that voicemail, and we know the
Oh, that's
exact
so awesome.
day, the exact moment that the Finnegan Circus got started.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I can't believe it
That's
happened that way.
pretty neat.
Like you were saying, fate. We're not fate.
Yeah.
That's just the way the universe aligns, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, to be your neighbor, you know,
My neighbor.
to come out like that.
That's crazy.
The door opens and I'm like, oh, these are my friends at your house. I'm like,
Yeah.
my house or
What are
your
you doing
house?
with all my friends?
Yeah, what are
I-
my friends?
Is this
And they're like,
funny
this
for
is the
me?
guy we were telling you about.
Yeah.
Uh, it was just fate that day. Yeah, it locked you out of your own house so you could hang out with them. That's
Yeah.
that's
They probably
awesome.
broke the key off in your door.
Yeah, and years later I got married, and he was the best man at the wedding, and I still had that broken key, so I turned it
wow.
into a little
Aw.
tchotchke. Yeah, and that was part of like when you give wedding gifts to all of your bridal party and stuff. That was in his bag. Was
Yeah.
the broken key. Yeah,
Very cool.
the key to our
That's-
love.
Oh,
Where it all started.
Your bromance.
Our bromance.
Your bromance.
And Dr. Finnegan,
It's beautiful.
the lead of the show, when he got married, because I'm a reverend and I do weddings, I was his officiant at his wedding, and so at my wedding I had Chip as my best man, and Dr. Finnegan got ordained to do my
oh,
ceremony.
how
So
neat.
yeah,
Aw, that's
So
really cool.
the three of us got married that day. Oh, and my
Oh, I
wife, my wife.
Oh,
too.
yeah, your wife was there.
She,
too.
she
she
there?
was great. She was a big part of it.
I
She
said,
was
maybe this is
great.
my day.
I hope she enjoyed this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she liked the food.
That was probably the best part of her day.
Yeah.
during the first dance, she's like, "Excuse me, guys, can I cut in?"
Can I
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah.
Oh, little triangle dance. Who's gonna lead
Yeah.
this time? It's never me. I always have to play the girls' part.
Always the girl, never the.
Yeah. Always the lady groom, never the.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. My wife
was
is
good.
Christine, and she's amazing, and I married very well. She probably could have done better, but it worked out really good for me. She's amazing.
That's what I was going to ask. Are any of the spouses a part of the show, or?
Not exactly. I mean, there's a lot of behind the show, you know.
Sure.
So my wife Christine's a really talented painter. So we have like big
Oh.
banners.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's been lots of art over the years, designs for T-shirts and stuff that Christine's been a part of. And
Nice.
yeah, Billy's wife is always there to lend a hand or tell us about what she likes or dislikes. She's actually really funny at that. She's really great at disliking things that I'm like, this is really good.
Hey, I would be good at that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you would.
I would. I'm very
Yeah.
opinionated.
And she's never wrong. Like once she says it, it's like, well,
Well, of course.
shit. Now that's all I can see when I.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn it! Can't just let me live in ignorant bliss.
It's a team effort.
But Chip, he is unattached, as it was. So we have the number flashing above the screen. If any of your
Yep.
listeners would like to call to win a date with Chip Rascal, he
Nice,
swallows
nice.
swords. He eats light bulbs. He makes a mean Tom Collins. He's an all-around nice guy.
I like Tom Collins. That's cool.
Oh, you want a date with Chip Rascal? We'll set that up.
Maybe. Is he tall? Is he tall? I could
He's
travel
not-
with the circus.
Yeah, he's not like short for the circus, He's tall for the circus. He's not
Oh,
tall,
God.
man, tall.
That doesn't
No,
that
I
doesn't
don't
say a
I
lot.
don't
It's
need
what
tall
circus
man
is.
tall. I'm like
That's good.
5'10".
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, that'll work. I just don't need it.
We'll put him in some heels.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Hey,
and he
still,
can dance the girl's
whatever.
part, finally.
yeah.
You can show him how to dance. You've done it enough, right?
I know.
This show has a little of everything. There's carnival acts, sideshow acts. We have ventriloquists. So yeah, why not? So
Yeah.
every now and then we toss in Bigfoot. So
Working on it.
Yep.
Ah, I read cards.
Yeah.
I don't do card tricks, but I guess that's technically a card trick.
Yeah.
It was fun,
Yes.
entertaining,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, I got so many questions. If a lot of the card tricks and the magic tricks, I know, or like you said, you practice a lot, or just basically sleight of hand, or they all. I guess we talked about earlier. Everybody says if it doesn't come from the good book, it's evil, it's demonic, it's crazy. So I guess a lot of that stuff when you're
Spider-Man
growing
comics.
up.
Is that what you're talking about? The good book?
Yeah. So when exactly. So when
With great power comes
great responsibility. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, do you have any insight to somebody that might want to do it but is afraid of, we'll call it the paranormal, that may be involved with it? Because a lot of people grow up thinking that stuff's bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
I once got hired to entertain at a church function, and there was a group, not everybody, it was just a small group of the people at the church who seemed very standoffish with me. And of course, that just made me want to go, sniff them
Yeah.
more. I'm like a dog when you don't like me. I
Chase
want to
them.
be your friend even more. And then, and I remember the guy's line. It was actually quite poetic. He said, well, you're doing magic and we can show you magistrate. And I could tell it was very judgmental of the idea that what I was doing was not, okay. But I think I spun it pretty well. So, wow, I'm actually trying to entertain. I'm just trying to use the gifts that God gave me to bring smiles and joy, So I would say part of being a showman, circus performer, or a magician is to be a good flimflam man. And I am a flimflam man. So whatever your problem is with what I'm doing, I'm probably going to find a way to spin it and sell it like it's okay. So.
Yeah. I think there's a difference between magic and magic.
Yeah, with a K. At
I
the
believe
end.
it or
With
not.
a K. Yes.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like we're totally just doing tricks,
Right.
Even when, even when I'm doing something and claiming that I'm moving it with my mind or whatever, I hope
Right.
you know that when I say I'm a magician and I'm doing magic tricks, that I'm not
Mhm.
actually contacting the evil spirits or the
Exactly,
devil to
Yes.
move something. A levitation trick doesn't have to be done that way, you know? I don't
Right.
specify. Maybe I should, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Depending on where you go.
I speed dial number to the demons there. I got you.
Yeah. I mean, the actors in Hamlet don't stand up at the end and say, "Oh, by the way, we didn't actually die." So I
Right,
feel like when I
right.
say I'm a magician, I get a little bit of a,
Depends on
leniency with that.
what backwoods or what part of the country you go to. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I live in Tennessee, so
Oh, what part of
I
Tennessee?
could say that. Knoxville.
Knoxville. What's your address?
Mhm. I'll tell you later.
She's sending them. Don't send them.
Yeah.
We're next door to each other. We can get it, both of us.
I know.
Definitely give that out. I'm sure.
Hush, Dana.
I wasn't going
what-
to say it. What are you, crazy?
Well, where's what side of the house is your bedroom window? Why don't you tell everybody?
Can't tell you that.
Knoxville. Knoxville's fun. I was just in Knoxville.
Yeah,
I had a
it
great
is.
time.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. They
Oh,
did
nice.
they did the Oddities and Curiosities Expo.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Have you been?
Yeah, my sister was there vending.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we love them. We travel a lot with them.
Mhm.
And they'd be right up your alley for sure. All of you guys, they got a lot
Yeah.
of fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's actually where I
For
found you.
sure.
When I was on their website looking at things, I saw your act. And I was like, oh, I've got to contact them and see if I can get somebody on the show.
That's how you found. That's how you found me. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun. I'll have to tell them that next time we're working
Yeah.
a show together. They're
Yeah,
actually.
I was just gonna say we all have Knoxville ties. I'm originally from Knoxville. Well, partially from Knoxville. So yeah, we all have Knoxville ties, and so I keep up with everything up there. So
Nah.
Yeah. My family's from Knoxville. I live like an hour away, but I'm here for the show because my internet's not so good in the sticks.
Oh, you're kind of frozen right now. I don't think your internet's that great where you are either.
That's
Yeah, it's a long
Yeah.
story.
it's complicated,
Complicated.
just
Okay.
like her. Yeah, I gotta be.
Yeah.
Your addresses. You might bring that midget in that we were talking about. Susan.
Don't be talking about that. You'll scare Brenda.
Excuse me, is the correct word. Dwarf, little person, small one.
Little
So,
person.
Yeah, the small one.
Is that what you're asking? How tall Chip was before you agreed to a date?
No, because I'm just a tall girl.
Ah,
Not overly, not circus tall.
sure. The heightism, dripping with
even-
heightism. This whole,
Not even
this whole
basketball
production.
tall, really.
exactly.
That's
She's been browsing for a midget for years. She just doesn't want to admit to it. So
No. Mm-mm.
she said.
I mean, I don't have anything against midget, or I don't have anything against little people, but
at
I
Dina.
just like tall guys.
Hmm. I feel like this has become a real directed at you conversation now.
I was gonna say we don't want to upset some of the audience members with the midget, so we'll leave that alone for a while.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't say anything about. Well, I did, but I was coerced. I was coerced.
I'm gonna put
I
your
was-
ad up there so they
I
can
was
contact you and
led.
not me. So
I was led into that, Glenn. You did that.
Oh yeah, blame me, just like everything. So, so we were talking earlier. You said that you've been pretty much all across the country. Next, you want to take it outside of the country. So, are you going to add two with other members, or are you just going to grow this? I guess the acts in your show.
Well, a big part of why we went with Circus as part of the name, Dr. Finnegan Circus, is it really implies that it doesn't have to just be the three of us. You know, it doesn't really narrow it down. And when we travel around, we often end up working with friends who are in other places. We'll team up and they'll be under our umbrella, or we'll be under theirs. You know. And a lot of the conventions that we do and stuff, it's really nice to be able to introduce other acts that we're a part of that, you know, maybe we're just meeting them for the first time, but we've got a ringleader, you know, the curly mustache, the top hat. He's great to throw out there and just, you know, dance monkey. And he and he's great at it. So it's really fun to have him interact with other people too, even when it's just ad-libbing, improving. So we love working with other people. Yeah, I'm really excited about some of the stuff we have planned for next year, where we're going to get to do a lot of collaborations with other people.
You might have already talked about this, but where are you based?
I live right where Massachusetts and Rhode Island do this,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That crazy thing.
They touch a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody ever talked.
I hadn't seen it like that either.
I know. Look at the map more.
Me too.
Yeah, that's how it works in Mass and Rhode Island. People don't know. You got to come up and see for yourself. You got to get touched like this,
Okay.
From a town, Fall River, Massachusetts is where I'm from. I still live in that area. I'm right. But yeah, we abut Rhode Island, but it is Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I love it.
Except for the cold.
Yeah. I wouldn't like the cold.
I know.
You get used to it. You get used to it. Right?
Exactly.
People acclimate. People acclimate.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And I have the wardrobe, I know where I live. I'm prepared.
Yeah.
I've got salt,
Layers.
I've got shovels, I've got layers,
Yeah,
I've got waterproof pants, it's fun for us. I'll go out there with
I'm
my
sure it is.
When you got friends with fire axe, there's always fire.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Spit fire, melt the driveway problem.
Yeah.
That's right. I need my best fire breathers here, please. Stat. Not a bad idea.
Buy a flamethrower.
My friends have those too.
Yeah. Or make
Those
one.
are awesome.
I am one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you're best
Yeah,
for.
you're right. You're right.
You swallow the swords, you blow the flames, everything.
I have a long driveway, sir.
Is that a challenge?
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
Just in your lungs.
We got some snow here. We don't, we don't get that like Massachusetts snow. We get just like East Tennessee snow. It'll be here today, gone tomorrow. It won't be that hard, but it's still a long driveway.
It lingers though, and it's wet.
You want to cry some more about your one day of
Yes.
snow? No,
I like driving. I actually like driving.
You need
in
a
the
hug.
Some snow. You want to see
want a
snow?
hug?
I actually like driving.
I like
in the snow here.
Don't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
No kidding. It's not even snow.
Nope.
If
I
it's,
know.
if it's going to be this, if it's going to be this
ice.
cold, it might as well snow. I like it to snow. It might as well snow if it's going to be cold. That's okay. I'm a January baby, and whatever.
I'm a summer baby.
Oh yeah, I
An old
understand.
man, I like warm.
Old man.
In the year
Atlanta isn't that warm, Glenn. I mean,
No.
I guess
it's warmer
I guess
here
it's-
than it is there. And
with
then it's
all
warmer.
the people and all the
Yeah.
heat, and I guess it does probably stay warmer than you're kind of in there. You're kind of looking at
He's
vortex.
concentrated in the city.
It's a vortex. That's
Yeah.
not a city. That's a vortex. Portal
No,
something. It's a
yeah.
vortex. That's definitely
No,
a
Atlanta is
vortex.
definitely its own little world.
Yeah.
I
Vortex.
think one of the oddities is coming to Atlanta, I want to say in February, March, something like that next year. Isn't it? The
What is?
oddity,
Oh, I don't know.
like we were just talking about. in
The Oddities
Expo.
Expo?
Yeah, Expo. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. I think it's coming to Atlanta sometime next year, so I'm going to definitely check that out. So
I think they did Atlanta last year and the year before, so I don't see any reason why. They're actually doing two dates, 2 days per weekend in each town this year. Whereas last year, sometimes it was just a 1 day in and out. Now they'll be hanging around for Saturday and Sunday, so give more people a chance to get out there. But the crowds are fantastic.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's some of the best shows I feel like we've ever been a part of because,
it's fun.
yeah, and people, they like the weird stuff. They're showing up
Yeah.
for that,
Yes,
they come
exactly.
to see the show. Like we work a lot of tattoo conventions and stuff. It definitely feels like we're kind of like pulling them in a little more. You know, we're street performing. When people pass you by, you're kind of pulling them in more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But with this, like, the show's going to start at 5. I look out into the crowd at 4:45, and there's already 200 people there just waiting.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah, huge crowds. Some of
Yeah.
the bigger crowds we've ever gotten to work with, I think, are at these things.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know that I could do something like that in front of that many people. I've been asked to speak on Bigfoot and stuff, and I'm like, no. I'm happy where I'm at. I don't think I want to be in front of that many people. So
Wow.
That's how the Bigfoot wins.
You get used to it.
I mean, what's the difference between 20 people and 200?
I think that's just a mental thing. I taught classes and it was okay, but it was a little different then because I was kind of like,
Well,
they had to be
you never focus. You never focus on the crowd. If you have trouble speaking, you never focus on the crowd. You focus on one thing, and
There's an
But
old
when you're
trick.
performing, it's like
There's an old trick where when you have the big crowd, you just have to get into your underwear.
Yeah, that's what the trick is. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's phrased. Yeah, and then you're
I'm wearing
good.
pants now, so that'll be easy. So.
Perfect. No,
I wasn't wearing any. That's the problem. I took my pants off and then I got drug off the stage. I don't know what happened. Didn't let me stay.
I wasn't nervous.
I didn't even get to perform.
Yeah.
No, I was in jail.
Yeah.
I was nervous about going to jail pantsless. I was just a little nervous.
Scary.
Nervous about other stuff.
Could be scary.
Just transfer that nervous energy into other nervous energy.
That's good. Go to jail pantsless. Of all the ways to go to jail. Wow.
Yeah.
You just
And then you have to wear those. Yeah.
Tight pants or
The search. You get booked in quicker because the search is a lot faster.
yeah. What?
I was thinking of skip when you said that. I almost just washed my computer screen.
Swallow a sword, but you can't swallow water.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You didn't envision coming on the show. It would be this much fun, did you? So
I did. I knew it was going to be fun.
of course, we're our own little circus.
Yeah.
Do.
Sideshow.
We're definitely an oddity.
I'm like a sideshow pony over here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I say this when people ask about, like, oh, you went to this town. Oh, I hear bad things about it. Or being on shows like this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really lucky because I don't think anybody has a circus sideshow come to their event or be on their podcast. Like, if you're like, if you want to talk about accounting, why would you be booking me? Like,
Right.
if you're having, if this is like a real prissy, like I'm always going to places where they're having tattoo conventions or oddities expos or horror conventions or like big events that are filled with people that are so excited to be there.
Yeah.
They're weirdos inside and they don't get to let that out often enough, so they're thrilled to be a part of what's happening.
Fun people.
Every town in America I go to, I feel like I have a great time. And
I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey.
I can tell.
We're all weirdos.
I'm in a freak show. We can smell our own kind.
That's right. And they search you out.
Hey,
It's okay.
there's a page. We have a group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We slowly add you in.
Yeah.
We meet on Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Saturday
My
night.
family just walked by being very quiet, like to not bother us. I think that's really funny.
Yeah. Tiptoe.
Yeah, don't tiptoe. It's all right.
It's okay. They could be loud.
I make more noise when I'm trying to be quiet than I ever do trying to tiptoe.
Oh my gosh, me too. It never fails.
Don't tell me to be quiet and I'll go, huh? Screaming out loud or not.
What?
Always normally. Right. Shh.
So, Sean, in real life, do you have a separate job, or is this pretty much your full-time job now?
So I told you I went to a vocational high school and stuff. So the only job that I can get that allows me the flexibility in my schedule to leave, on Thursday and then come back on Monday and then probably sleep all day Tuesday and then do it again, I'm a handyman.
Yep.
So like in times like now when we don't have circus shows between November and mid-January, I sometimes my friends make jokes. They call me a rent-a-husband. There's a lot of older women that'll hire me to just go to their house.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah.
So knock out the light bulbs out Dina's.
Yeah.
Dina, your porch light's not working. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
They hire me they have pipes that need to be cleaned. They hire me for
Yeah.
So I'm a handyman in between being an entertainer, and because what other job would give you the kind of flexibility? So really, I work for myself twice, which is great and stressful all at the same time.
That's true too.
Yeah, the idea of working for yourself sounds like you don't have a boss, but it's like kind of like the need is my boss. Like anybody who calls me when I need that money, when I need that paycheck, is like, all right, you're getting it, whatever it is.
Yep.
Another time of the year, another financial situation, I would be saying no to this job. But you know what? Today's your day.
Yeah.
And you show up, blow a little flames out of your mouth, and you get a tip. So
I do. I lean on that hard.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go.
Most definitely.
Yeah, imagine
if you're going to blow for money, that's the kind of blowing you should do anyway.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's where I start.
Leave it alone.
He said, how much money do you have?
Yeah. It starts at this price.
Yeah.
On a blowout.
There's an extra for the flames. So.
Might cost you a lot, might cost you a little, but it's going to cost you. All right.
Nobody blows for free around here.
Right. Well,
this is a way different podcast than I thought I was signed up to be on.
I'll try to rein it back in.
It's true.
Yes.
Try and have it that everybody asks, well, you all talk about it's the Bigfoots and ghosts and stuff like that. And I'm like,
no.
But you really don't know what else you can get into once you start talking. And that's the fun part of this, And when I first started the show, we would have one person that believed in the paranormal, me, and then we had one person that we considered normal that didn't believe in the paranormal stuff. And so that was kind of the way our thing went. But since then, we've deviated so much that I think now we're more diverse and we have so many great. Well, we lost Dina. So
Dina was like, "That's not what we're doing anymore. Quit."
She's like, "I'm out." I'm out.
Yeah. This is not the show I signed up for. Hey, Dina.
Hey, welcome back. Live show, Dina. Glad you're here.
Hey, I didn't do that. I dropped off. Y'all blessed me.
We had to talk about you real quick.
I don't care. Everybody talks about me. I don't care.
We love you, Dina.
Yeah, I know. I don't care.
No, I'm right here. I don't care. No respect.
I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said.
It was you. You're the one's funny.
I do not agree to anything.
You're funny tonight. She never laughs this much.
That one got me. That was funny. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see what's funny.
Out of all the acts you do,
I can only hear
your favorite, and which is your least favorite?
I love the stuff that's new, stuff that we're working on. Like we're doing a rewrite on a mousetrap act, where Dr. Finnegan is putting his tongue in a mousetrap, and
Ow.
snapping it on his tongue.
Ow.
But we do it all to like he talks about beatnik poetry. He starts snapping
Oh
his
my
fingers.
gosh.
We got a bass line that comes on. Chip and I come on stage from stage left and right with our dark glasses and our beatnik vibes, and we're doing the snaps with them.
I bet that's awesome.
And then he does this whole poem, and then he snaps the mousetrap with his tongue, and he jumps around. We go quiet, and he gets close to the mic, and there's that dramatic moment where everybody leans in because we don't know what's about. He's still got the mousetrap on his tongue. He leans into the mic, and he scows, and then he takes off, and that is how spat was invented, people.
I love it.
Snapping. But in that act, like Chip and I we're like, the choreography of it, which we're not dancers, that's for sure. Right. So I've fallen over. Like we tried to do a little spin at the same time, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm supposed to spin with this shoulder away so that we look the same on either side of Doc, and I don't know why, just thinking one thought was too much to think that. I fell right on my ass, and I got up. I tried to pull it off. And then like just before the show, like Chip will walk up to me and be like, "Hey, this time let's try to like moonwalk our way out. Like let's do it backwards." And it's like the act has started already. Like we are about to go on. Like I can't even. He does it on purpose. Clearly, like I don't even have time to debate. I'm like, and then he's like, "Let's go. It's time." Like, shit, all right. I guess I got to learn to moonwalk in front of 500,000 people, whatever we got. I call it putting heat on it.
Funny.
Yeah. I like putting that heat on it. Whatever this heat. We were actually on a public access television show. It was called like I don't know. It was something like it was something funny. I wish I could remember the name. But anyway, we were on this show, and we had a cardboard cutout of Dr. Finnegan that we had been rolling around with from gig to gig. And we're about to go on, and Chip says to me, "Hey, it'd be really funny if we had the cardboard cutout, so when Dr. Finnegan sits in the chair, we could pop it up and like slide it back and forth, like Jaws is Shark Fin or something." And I was like, "That is really funny." And they're talking about us as he's saying this to me. Like we're about to be introduced to go on to the show, and he goes, "Yeah, it's in the car. Let's go get it." I was like, "All right, let's do it. There's some heat on it. Let's go." And he goes, "Hey, it's really windy. It'll mess up my hair. Would you mind going again?" I had long hair, but I don't know why. I was like, you know what? Yes, and I grabbed the keys and I ran out, and I get the cardboard cutout, and it was really windy. I remember it like blew back and hit me in the face, and then I had to run in, and it was just in time for them to be like, "And now, Dr. Finnegan, Circus," and I just jumped onto the platform that the show was being recorded on with the cutout, out of breath.
Oh my gosh,
looking ridiculous.
Sounds like such fun.
I guess when you're doing something for 15 years, there's repetition in it. And so anything that breaks that mold becomes my favorite thing. So
yeah. That sounds so fun though.
Well, and you're working with some of your closest friends too, and you're having fun doing it. So I don't even consider that work.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm very lucky. I love them very much. I mean, otherwise it wouldn't work.
Right.
When we travel, we fly out a lot, but then we end up in a hotel room together. One room, 2 beds. There's always somebody who's got to snuggle.
Yeah.
Is it going to be butt to butt? Is it going to be spooning? You never know how you're going to wake up in the morning.
It's true.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
We're close. It's all.
It doesn't matter.
It's all happened.
It's gonna happen again. So at that point, it doesn't matter. It's only kinky the first time.
That's right. Now it's just Wednesday.
Now it's just yeah.
And if it's not a hotel room,
I was gonna say, you talking about flying. I bet TSA loves you. So.
Oh my God! So we leave mostly from Providence because we come back home and spend time with our families, and then go back out again. So Providence, the TSA know us. when we roll up, they're like, they don't know us by name or anything, but
yeah, it's like, oh, here come those guys.
yeah, one guy has a smoke machine that you can't check the smoke machine, so he has to carry it through, and that's his entire rolly carry-on. It's funny. You open it up, and it looks like a bomb, but you can't say bomb.
Right.
Yeah, you unzip it and flip it up. It's not like a regular person's luggage with socks and shoes. I mean, it's just one massive thing with nozzles and a light and flick switches and a spout to fill it. Oh, it looks bad.
They're like, TSA makes you go through the new guy's line. They're like, go through the new guy.
Yeah.
In my bag, I have like all the like the sensitive sound equipment we travel with, which seems to always need to get checked. And we've added a bubble gun recently. And when we added it, it was like, oh, Sean, it's got to go in your luggage. You're the only one who's still got room. And I'm like, I don't have room for a gun, dude. I'm not bringing. It's not a real gun. It'll be fine. They're right. The TSA opens it up and they pull out the bubble gun and the microphone, and they're like, I recognize this microphone. And I'm like, yeah, you checked it last week. That's me again,
Hey, it's me again.
Yeah, they know us. Yeah, Dr. Finnegan, we have these like banners that get unfurled on either side of the stage, and they don't fit through the X-ray machine anywhere in America. So every time some poor person has to unzip them, pull them out, unroll them. It's a full inspection. Like, they go deep. I'm waiting for like the art critique, like that's how intense the inspection is. Yeah, so we have a good time with it. When we get to drive, we bring more gear. But then going back to us spending way too much time together and being too close, now we've packed ourselves in so that like it's just room for us in the car. And then whoever's in the back seat's got a wall of gear, on the side of them. Yeah.
We're switching out when we feel for gas.
Yeah. That's why I do most of the driving when we drive, and like I've been known to drive like 18 hours straight.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just keep going. And they'll be like, you sure you don't want to switch? And I keep saying like, no, guys, I'll do this for the team. But in reality, I'm looking at how uncomfortable they look.
Yeah.
Like, this is the best seat in the car, is the driver's seat.
Claustrophobia or insomnia? I'll take the insomnia. I got this.
Another cup of coffee. Maybe a cigarette, even if you don't smoke, just having something on fire in your hand.
Yeah.
That'll keep you awake,
You're right.
That is a fact.
My father drove limousines my whole life, and he used to talk about driving long times, and he would carry fireballs, the candies. You throw those in your mouth, and you just have to keep moving it around because it's uncomfortable to keep in one spot.
Right.
I've done that now too. I'm like, thanks, Dad. I appreciate that wisdom from my father.
Was anyone else in your family a type of performer like this? Or speaking of family?
My mom was an artist, painter and stuff. And my father is very charming. He is a flimflam man, like I said, he used to drive the limos and stuff. And that was his game. He would see how much money he could get out of these people for a tip. He would learn your quirks and figure out what you like.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you're a businessman, you'd have all the different business section newspapers laid out for you. He had customers that loved him in that way. He was a performer, even though he didn't know it. Yeah. Actually,
smart.
We had one great story. We were going to an island. There's like a 2-hour ferry ride to this local island around here called Block Island. And every summer, everybody goes out there to hang out by the beach. So there's this beach bar that at the time had recently changed its policy, and you could no longer bring your own alcohol. You had to buy stuff from them. So we're on the boat on the way over, and my father says, Sean, check it out. And he opens the cooler, and there's a big handle of vodka in there. And I'm like, Dad, they changed the policy. They're going to take that vodka from you. And he says, I know. So I took the handle of vodka and I filled it with water, and I put the vodka in all the water bottles. So when they open it and see the vodka, they won't even think to check the water, and I'll get all mad at them, and they'll think that, it's obviously that they got me. And he's telling me this whole thing, and I'm not even smiling. I'm just deadpan looking at him. And he's like, what? You don't think it's going to work? I was like, Dad, this is 100% going to work. And I've never been more proud of you in my entire life.
That was awesome.
I can't believe the thought you put into this. You've even got a performance ready. You're going to be indignant and upset when they find. And he was.
Yes.
He was. They were like, we have to take this. He's like, I've been coming here for 30 years. Like, so mad. They're like, we know, sir, the policy just changed. We have to take it, but you can get it back when you leave. And he didn't go back.
Bravo, Dad. He's like, just keep it.
I was blown away. Yeah. Like I said, he was a performer. He didn't know he was, but he was for sure.
Genius.
Oh yeah,
Bravo,
so
Dad. Bravo.
He didn't go back and get it. So I have this movie in my mind that like all the kids that work at this place on the beach and stuff were like, somebody left all this vodka. And they're just like all drinking and making drinks and making out and getting sloppy.
Pretending to be drunk.
Yeah. And giving in to what they wanted to do.
SIBO
anyway.
summer.
Right.
Damn, you just titled
what you did last summer.
Titled this whole act.
I got this.
Yeah.
Find Sonya up. She can breathe some fire of a different kind, I guess. There. Bringing moonshine, Sonya.
I can get that.
That's what I'm drinking.
I got good neighbors. Yeah. Sipping whiskey. Just sip on it.
If you drank that whole thing full of moonshine, you're still standing, sir. I applaud you.
I'm the indestructible man, haven't you?
That's true.
That's a lot. That's a character I play. I'm very sensitive, actually.
I don't know. One of the acts I saw him standing on your head. How the hell do you? How do you do that?
That one is one that so other people do types of acts where they walk on broken glass and have other people stand on them. But I believe I'm one of the only ones that has you full on stand on my head, both feet on my head. And I have had large people. I mean, over 400 pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't have a Guinness award for that, but I've looked into it and I believe I could. I think I just have to go through the ropes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one
you should
be being tiny. So I was like, well, they're just gonna put one foot on his head, and then it was like, I was like, good God, this guy just put his both feet on his head.
Yeah. Even other sideshow performers do that one, and they go like, ooh, they're very nervous. We had a comic that we worked with for a long time, and he was a big fella. He was well over 400 pounds. We had him stand on my head a lot because he opened for us, and he was always the biggest dude in the room, so he was going to be the most impressive. I have great bone density.
You must.
It's a good thing.
I've never had a cavity. Never broke a bone.
Yay!
Yeah.
I drank a lot of milk as a kid, really.
I thought never something. I was thinking of the wrong cavities.
Oh, jeez.
T.S.
You're all fired up. Ew.
Easy, Sean's your reverend now,
Yeah.
Simon.
I clutch my pearls. I
know.
can't believe
I'm trying to calm myself. He's got the vapors.
I went on that call.
This
is a fun show you guys have. You know that?
Yeah, thanks.
Like I told you, there's no script. We just whatever comes up comes out, and sometimes you just never know with us.
I know.
You can't take me nowhere. I apologize.
We've had
I'm not sorry.
Stars, now circus performers, sex workers. We've had everybody on this show. It's definitely a unique show. So.
Yay!
That it is.
Nice. So you're the sports guy, and she's the sex worker. And what are you doing? Nina? I'm the circus worker, right?
Yeah. I just
It's like
I just watch.
you should. There's nothing more creepy than that, Dina. I'm just the watcher.
I'm just the watcher.
All right.
Just want to watch.
I don't kink shame. Whatever you're gonna do.
No.
Should have taken the fluffer job. Dina. Should have taken the fluffer job.
Oh, man.
It pays good.
That pay blows.
Yeah, that would blow for sure. I'd rather.
I'm just gonna let
You
this
can
go.
be the fluffer or the finisher. Choose a job, Dina.
Fluffer for sure.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely fluffer.
I feel like you should get t-shirts made.
Yeah.
You should do
Yeah.
it.
How do you want to live? You could be the
We should do-
fluffer or the finisher.
Fluffer.
You can be the fluffer and I'll be the nutter and fluffer nutter.
Okay. Fluffer nutter, that's what we should be.
Now, did I just see a comment pop up on my screen? Is that what
Yeah.
you're going on?
Yeah, he was saying he's good with his hands in his mouth. So
Oh.
that's JT.
All right.
He's
you
actually
got the job, kid.
He's a resident himself.
Nice. That's cool. I love the idea.
$20 is $20.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? I love the idea you have the phone number here. I think that's so fun. I didn't even know that was a part of your
Yeah,
show
people
format.
can call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally it rings. Hopefully I got the damn thing
Yeah.
turned on. I don't know.
It's got the ringer off.
It's new to.
Yeah, that's true. We did just start it recently. Yeah, no, it's on. So make sure you
Very
got me
cool.
paranoid and I made sure. So,
No, it's very cool.
Yeah.
yeah, the radio part's
Not even a
new to our show. I think this is only like
Spam
our
call or nothing. I
show?
feel like there should be.
Mm.
well, it's
Where's
still
Todd? He should be calling.
I don't know if I want Todd calling, so
Do you want me
Yeah,
to call?
Todd would have good questions.
I can call.
have Daniel call. So.
Yeah, you can call. No.
Call Todd.
Yeah, let's call Todd. Hey, Todd, you got any questions for this
Okay, I
guy?
haven't figured out how to do outdoor. Put the experiment without JT wants to make sure he's clear. He's the ventriloquist, so he's not.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he's our good Christian ventriloquist. So
Oh.
Excellent.
no, actually, he's our drunk ventriloquist. So
Yeah, they all are.
He gets, imagine, he gets on here drunk and his ventriloquist cusses out my guests. It's great. You should see when I would actually have him on as one of the co-hosts, the look of fear in people's eyes when I go, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, JT's going to be joining us, and he's got his little buddy Shelton. He's a ventriloquist. The look of absolute terror on some people's face.
Especially one of our other co-hosts.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he can't pass the fact he thinks he's a real person, one of our other co-hosts. So.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
He's not a real person?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
are
not the
Yeah,
dummy.
Oh, the dummy. Oh, all right. All right. Oh, we're just making fun of some poor guy. He's a ventriloquist. He's not even a real person.
Yeah,
We
he's
don't
not a
care.
real
You should have been on.
You don't have the internet.
There he is.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
there's Sean. That's our. Well, he was on briefly.
You want it? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
now
Lord.
she's going to give it over.
Oh, you're in trouble. The ventriloquist has kicked the hot chick out, so I can say that he can't hear me.
Yeah.
JT, the Reverend Sean.
I think their internet's keep.
Reverend Sean. I'm JT. I'm the ventriloquist.
Hey, JT. Great to meet you.
Your sound went off. There you go.
I don't know what's creepier, his normal performance or the way that just looked.
I don't know. That was weird.
Like something straight out of The Exorcist there.
Yeah,
It
their
just
internet's
went
been
completely
running
nuts.
slow.
What did it do?
Internet's running slow.
Both of you were talking at the same time.
You got too much
There you go.
shit on it over there.
I put them in the porn, JT.
What do you mean?
Computer.
I don't know. Your thing's running slow.
He doesn't like to be told his thing's running slow.
Oh, hey, I can see him now. I don't know about you guys, but on my end, I couldn't see him.
Yeah, it's having
You couldn't see me?
No,
it's having a
no.
hard time.
Yeah, we'll have the internet fixed in about 2 weeks. Actually, in 10 days.
I could hear you, but I was still seeing Sonia's face, and her lips weren't moving at
Oh.
all. So I just thought you
That's
were
weird.
incredible.
Oh.
You were just. I was like,
You're an
this
incredible
guy is blowing my mind right now.
Oh, so you can see me now, right?
I can, and I can hear you too.
All right. Well,
And,
I'm JT's little sidekick, Shelton.
What's up, Shelton? Tell me about yourself.
Well, there's not much to tell. I don't do a whole lot because JT lives in a damn closet.
Ah, you're in the closet. You should come out of the
Yeah.
closet. See your
I
true self.
try. JT won't let me.
Ah, it's controlling you. Reach out. The LGBT community will help you with the whole thing.
He's very controlling.
and
He
now,
keeps
and
his
now-
hand up my ass.
I can't. I say this is our serious show, but I'm beginning to wonder. So
Sometimes not.
What? You can't be serious about everything.
true.
True.
So Shelton, you could actually be one of the sideshows. You're kind of weird. So
Hey, do you hire people that aren't real?
Almost exclusively. Yeah,
Well, then, I need a job.
you got it. I love working with a blockhead.
Bye, Glenn. Bye, JT.
Well, you can't go without me
Why the hell not?
because I speak for you. My hand is the one up your ass.
Fuck.
I love a punchline.
There's no escape.
Sheldon, can you
What?
hear me?
Yeah.
I want you to try putting your hand up his ass and see what happens.
Oh.
Here it comes, JT.
No, get that thing away from me.
Fuck you.
All right, it was just an experiment.
Tiny little fist. His tiny little
You
fist.
tried.
glad the FCC is not monitoring us.
He's so bad.
Yes. Oh yeah, do you guys have a rating, or do you portray
No,
yourself
we
as?
don't.
Oh, all right.
Oh, it's all.
I tell everybody we're explicit just in case the puppet
Yeah.
starts striking too much. So.
Yeah,
That's why.
well, we
Yes, Stephen.
yeah, he tells us 18 up.
The puppet.
Everything. Because we there's no telling what's going to be said on this show, any of our shows. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was going into it, so I was just
Yeah.
trying to not swear or anything. But I've
Oh,
definitely
no.
slipped more than once. But now the
Don't
puppet has
worry.
blown the door
Swear.
wide open.
What? If we couldn't
know.
swear, how the fuck would I be here? I wouldn't be able to talk on this show. Sorry, Reverend.
Okay.
Yeah, pray for you later, Shelton.
Bless your little heart.
Shelton, you can't go to work for him. You don't have a social security number, so they need to pay taxes. So you're not even.
I'll just
legal
use JT's.
He could be on a watch list. So I can imagine trying to sneak you through TSA.
Oh, God. JT's too scared to take me on a plane. He's scared he'll never see me again.
That's true. I'm scared. I've traveled before and didn't get any of my luggage back, so I'm scared to take him.
Just get
I
a
won't.
seat.
Aw.
Just get a seat for the puppet. That's all.
Yeah, right. Buy a seat for him.
Yeah.
Just for
The baby's in front of the mom. and you
Oh
can just-
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I'm pretty sure the rule is puppets under 3 years old can
Yeah.
sit in the mother's lap.
I've thought about taking him on an airplane and we're like somebody's back there like,
What you looking at?
People,
the story
they would
ends with you getting kicked off a plane.
Yes,
Stop kicking my seat,
exactly.
kid.
Like you'll never be allowed back on this airline again. What the fuck for? Because we look crazy. What? How are we crazy? Because I talk as myself and you. I talk for myself. You stutter, I don't. That's not true. Listen to you. Yeah. Actually, that's a fact. I've sat here and done skits. I've done them for Dina. I've done them for Glenn. I miss my lines, but him,
he never misses a line.
and I have a real life stutter, and I when I talk as myself, I really stutter too a lot. So that's where
you don't stutter as the puppet.
I don't stutter with him.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
powerful, actually.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
It's odd.
I mean,
Mhm.
if he wasn't so foul-mouthed, you could probably go and like empower children and stuff and people with speech impediments. But as it stands, you can't let that puppet talk to anyone.
Yeah.
No.
But anyways, hey, I'm gonna give respect to you. I'm getting off here, but yeah, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for letting me on.
Oh, thanks so much, man. Great meeting you.
He's already
Yeah,
gone.
the look of terror sometimes if he comes on the shows and guest size is almost.
Now I'm waiting to see if he leaves, but the puppet stays. That's what I'm curious.
Uh-oh.
That's how it's
She hit
gonna
the wrong
go.
button.
Yeah,
She'll
she's
be
hit a
back.
button, so yeah, she'll be back. Somebody comments down there, this is better than the Misfits. The Saturday is our Misfits show where basically we're just on and we're just BSing. Kind of like this, except there's no guests. It's just all of us and my roving band of hosts and friends. And so it's just as bad because Shelton gets to drinking and oh man, we have two guests that are in wheelchairs. Oh, he even lights their world on fire. So,
What does the puppet drink? Like wood lacquer or?
Yeah.
Puppet's getting all trashed on polyurethane.
Yeah, polyurethane.
Pinocchio punch over here, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't envision it going that way. So
That was fun.
You didn't envision a puppet jumping on the show.
he usually doesn't come on the Wednesday shows. He usually stays on the Saturday show, but he's welcome anytime. So just for, like I said, the pure look of terror in some people's eyes.
I can still see him. He's sitting behind me and I still feel him looking at me. You can. It's a.
He's staring
It
at
is.
you.
I know it's weird.
Wait,
He's undressing
is.
you with his eyes.
the puppet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joke's on him. I was done dressing him too.
So would that be considered a three-way? I'm just asking for a friend.
It's like, when he's by himself, it's like, well, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
He's by himself.
Don't tell those secrets on you. You'll get labeled.
When the puppet
Labeled. I'm telling you.
masturbates, that's when you rub two sticks together. That's how you start a fire, right? I'm sure there's a joke in there that ventriloquists have already written and have been doing for a long
Probably.
time.
That's how you get splinters.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's talking from experience, I can tell. It's like, that's how you get Splinter. All right. It's so crazy.
I'm from the country. I'm kind of used to it. It's fine.
Yeah, wooden toys out there? Or
I'm a hippie. It's all about nature.
damn, rough, girl.
Love rubbing up on them trees. So
Sorry.
wild program.
Sometimes the bark is worse than the bite. It's like
Say,
I believe it.
I think we've embarrassed him.
Man,
I'm
that's
so
another great ventriloquist joke. Like the puppet should say that. Like the bark is
Yeah.
worse than the bite,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to write that down.
You should write that down.
you really should.
Well, Sean, we don't want to keep you all night, but you're welcome to
That's
stay.
good. My glass is almost empty, so
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
let's wrap this up. What was
Well-
the code word? My first word is asparagus.
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 I think the asparagus is done cooking.
But before we let you go, I always ask, do you have any paranormal experiences or any ghost stories, things that go bump in the night or things that chase you out of the woods or anything?
Got any Bigfoot up there?
I was raised by a Bigfoot.
Were you?
I was, yeah, and I was
Nice.
molested. I was molested by a Bigfoot.
I'm sorry, triggers. I can't take this whole
As
show.
well.
Just
That's how I ended up.
Hey, wait.
That's how I ended up the way I am.
That explains that you're the Iron Man's Mr. Indestructible.
Yeah.
That's right. You cannot break me, Bigfoot. I won't let you.
Is that?
No. I told you I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts, and I don't know if you guys know about this, but Lizzie Borden, the
Oh,
famous
yeah.
axe murderer. There's like a nursery rhyme. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her father 40 whacks.
Yeah.
When she saw what she had done, gave her mother 41 or something.
Mhm.
Do you want to show me on the doll where he got
That's good. I can't believe you had to go get that prop. That should be right with you at every show.
This is my ventriloquist dummy. This is my-
But yeah, in Fall River, that's where the Lizzie Borden axe murders happened, and you know, it's a famous story. Made Broadway shows. Recently, Christina Ricci was in a movie
Mhm.
playing Lizzie Borden, and then a TV show. Actually, she
yeah,
did it
the
twice.
TV show's going on right now.
It's still going on. Oh, all right, wow.
It's still playing on whatever thing it's
Oh,
playing on. Yeah,
yeah. So
I was watching it the other day.
So that's where
It's
I'm
still
from,
streaming.
and the house where she murdered her parents has been turned into a bed and breakfast. And
Ah.
you can go there and stay in the house. You know, you can sit on the couch where the father was axe murdered to death. What?
You normal or paranormal people going up there and trying to, ask the parents some questions.
Oh no, that happens all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Did
like
they?
the-
What did? What's
I
the
don't know what the
consensus say?
answers-
You don't know? You know?
I don't know what the answers are.
I need to know the average consensus.
Yeah, I know that there are teams and paranormal investigators going in there all the time. Yeah, it's a wild place, and I got to go there. Actually, living in Fall River, you never go to the things that's in your own backyard.
Yeah.
It's true.
So when my wife moved at the time, she's my wife now. She was my girlfriend at the time. When she first moved in with me in our apartment in Fall River for my birthday, she signed us up to go, sleep at the bed and breakfast. And when you first get there, they give you a tour of the place. They bring you down to the basement where there were like coffins and stuff because the family built coffins during the Civil War. And
Oh.
there's just creepy stuff just all over the story. There's all kinds of folklore about it. And then what was really wild is after the tour is over and they like show you where your rooms are and stuff, the person that's running it is like, all right, bye guys, see you in the morning.
You're like, huh?
I'm like, wait, what? Like you're leaving? He's like, yeah, no, that's it. Like we're out of here. We don't sleep here. What are you, crazy?
We ask you a question.
Ask me a question, please.
And then and I actually, yeah, it was my birthday. That's why we were staying there.
Oh.
And so at that point I was like, well, I'm leaving. Like my wife and I have dinner reservations and then we're coming back. And he was like, oh, no problem. Here you go. Here's the key. So we end up going out to dinner and then coming back like to the front door. I got to unlock the door like it's my house. Like I own the place. It was pretty wild.
Didn't work out for one of the owners.
Right.
And yeah, and so then we stayed in the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. Everybody was like in their rooms when we got back from dinner, so we like walked around the house and checked out all the secret rooms, and we found a
Creepy.
Ouija board in one of the closets. We pulled it out. There was like some like clothing and stuff that belonged to Lizzie Borden. My wife was fun and put it on, and we did the Ouija board thing. Yeah.
Wow.
She was real fun. Like I said, back when she
I
was my
would've done, yeah.
girlfriend, not my wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
It got weird. We were all over Lizzie Borden's house. We were doing it on the couch where the axe murders happened and everything. It was
Did
fantastic.
you really?
That's hot.
Oh, yeah.
That is hot.
It was great.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, then we went to bed. And then in the morning they serve you So after the parents were murdered, then they did the autopsy and they pulled out the contents of the stomach out, and what was in their stomachs was what they had for breakfast that day. So it's documented. So that's the breakfast that they cook you in the morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nummies.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, it's like
That's
Johnny cakes and whatever they were having. And at the
I
breakfast
want the
table,
real experience.
Yeah.
I want to feel like I'm about to get,
get axe murdered.
right.
And then at the breakfast table, everybody's, chit chat. Now I can see everybody that, we didn't even know how many people were in the house at the time. And they're all like, oh my goodness, last night, I was sleeping in this house. Like I heard noises. I heard noises. It sounded almost like moans. And like some groans. And I don't know. I think it was a spirit. And then my wife and I just, what were we gonna say? We weren't gonna pop their bubble.
Right.
I kept hearing clapping.
It was the axe. Coming down. And then faster. And then it just stopped.
Oh, that's so funny.
And so we just ate breakfast with these people, just going like, yeah, I know.
I would have spit my eggs out across the table. Everyone.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's my Lizzie Borden experience.
That is
Oh
an
my
amazing story.
gosh. That is awesome.
That's the best paranormal story we've had on the show so far.
It is.
To a T. Yes, hands down.
Very good. Very
I'll make
good.
a TikTok, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. If you want to have me back in the future, I won't be able to top that.
Maybe you will.
Is your anniversary coming up soon?
If your wife's watching, maybe.
We're just not that wild anymore. I don't think we would do that anymore. At the time,
Hey,
we didn't know how many people were in the house. We didn't think to even wonder how many people were in the house.
That's right.
It was on a need to know basis.
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't need to know that.
Hey,
Nobody
there's
showed up, so I didn't need to
I
know.
didn't need to know.
There's always time to find something else wild to do.
All right. I'll email. I'll go out there and find some weird shit to get into, and I'll
Okay,
email
there
you and
you
let you know when I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay.
When you know your wife, we'll set you up for this. Don't
All
worry.
right, there you go.
Yeah.
Y'all need a date night.
Oh, that's it. I'm gonna delete her. So babe, we gotta hide you. We gotta social media witness protection. We're gonna change your name.
Hey,
All
tell
your
her
accounts.
you have a dare.
I don't though. It's you. You're
You're
the one daring. I'm fine.
Oh.
We have a house now. It's not a little apartment anymore.
So we're like grown people. It gave me the vapors.
Or you get
My wife just popped her head up and she's like,
Huh?
my wife just popped her head up. She's like, you're being really loud right now. So
well,
now I know now she knows how those people in that house felt. Like,
yeah.
I'm like trying to sleep.
She's trying to watch a show and you're making noise.
talk about it over breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
Sean,
guys.
I know you got to go. Where can we find you? Where can we book you? And what do you got coming up in the near future before you go?
Sure. Yeah. So check out Finnegan's FINNEGANS Circus.com. And from there you can find fun video clips. You can find our schedule. You can find our email information and ways to get in touch with us if you want to book us for an event or a convention or a thing like that. And yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up next year. You can find us with the Oddities Expo, Oddities and Curiosities Expo. We're actually going to be in New York at the Sideshow Hootenanny, the 10th anniversary of that.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a
Nice.
convention for sideshow workers, which is really fun. And yeah, we're also going to be at several tattoo conventions. We're going to be in Pennsylvania and lots of stuff. I would definitely channel out anybody who's interested to the website. And from there, you can also find all of our social media links and you can follow us. see our silly videos. We recently dressed Dr. Finnegan up like an angry elf and made him hawk T-shirts for
Oh, how
Christmas.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're all about the fun stuff. So definitely follow us at Finnegan Circus for all the social medias, and
Okay.
FinneganCircus.com for the website.
Very good.
It's been
Well,
awesome.
Sean, you are more than welcome to come back anytime you want. And Saturday, if you felt this was the, I don't know what the right word for the show is, the serious show, come back and check us out Saturdays when we're really crazy. So.
PG-13, this one.
This was the serious show.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the serious show. So. Well, I have flim man on and 2 hot chicks. I was destined for failure. So.
This was the parallel.
Wait, what? What did he say?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Thanks
Okay.
again.
You too. Nice to meet
Bye.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was
What'd you
great.
say, Glenn? What was that? What? I was doomed for failure over here? What'd you say?
No, I was doomed for failure. So.
Oh, he was doomed for failure with 2 hot chicks, he said.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said.
Why? What's that mean, though? Like, how'd you fail? I think you.
I think he couldn't get a word in edgewise or something.
Oh, well.
I'm not complaining about that at all. So.
Well, you started us off well. We let you talk at the beginning while we sat here and was like, let's get the ball rolling. I can't just make small talk. It's hard for me.
That's true. Well, part of my job, and plus I got so many buttons to push. I don't know. Of course, I don't. I've been.
You do
ignoring
push
it.
Did you
buttons.
show any of his pictures or anything?
No, I didn't.
I mean, we could have done that. We should have.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
that's okay.
Oh, I thought you had something serious to say.
No, I didn't.
I would never.
No. What are you talking about?
Excuse me. Gosh.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was great.
I really
I'm
liked
just
him.
gonna
It
hear
was
more
fun.
of it.
Well, that was
Yeah.
a really good
I
show.
like him.
They're
Yeah.
really good.
I want to go see him.
Recipient.
Me too.
Mhm.
I know.
I wish
that
I'd known they
he
were in
lives Atlanta.
Knoxville. I would have gone. I didn't think about it. I mean, I didn't know about it.
I'll be honest. I think I might have seen him before, but I'm not sure. I have to go back and look at the venue that I was at. But I think I had seen him. But I didn't want to say that and be like, not knowing what I
do.
was talking about.
I do remember his friend's band though. I found it
Yeah.
a long time ago. And I think if I'm not mistaken, they had some circus themed videos, like music videos.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
That was.
if they don't come to Atlanta, I'll definitely come to Knoxville. 'Cause
Oh,
I
cool.
definitely want
We
to
can
see
go.
that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where, like I said, that's where I found him, was on the Oddities show in Knoxville. I was looking at it online. I was like, oh, I didn't see it in time to go. So
Yeah, and I didn't vend this year. My sister went and vended at the thing this year, and she does all the oddities expos and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, she knew who they were when I said something about them. She was like, "Oh, I know them. They come to the different oddity shows, and she does a
Mhm.
lot of the different weird flea markets that they'd have,
Yeah.
and they perform at those and stuff." So yeah, she knew exactly who they were. I was like,
Cool.
so I was pretty sure that I'd seen them before. I had to just. I feel stupid.
No, don't feel stupid.
what does your sister sell?
We make art and weird oddity art. Like she makes we do shadow boxes and like snow globes and things like that with bones, and she's got a few pieces that she's got now. They've got like the little mice with the clothes on them, little taxidermy art. Yeah.
Cool.
So I was supposed to go with her, but she got mad at me, so I didn't get to go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Achieve this time. So.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm going to North Carolina this weekend anyway. It's okay.
You got another a burn coming up, or?
No, it's my friend Tiffany's birthday, and they rented a cabin, and it's an all girls party. So I'm excited.
Showing up. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, remember, what stays up there doesn't come back.
What?
I don't know. I started laughing, then I was like, "What did he say?"
What
You know,
stays up there doesn't come
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
back.
I didn't think it was that complicated.
What
Yeah.
stays up there doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means the same thing.
That sounds creepy. Mister, I'm scared. You're scared. I gotta walk back alone. I'm like, oh, God. That was the vibes it gave. Just throw that out there.
Okay. Oh Lord!
I broke down in this show.
You
This
what?
was a good. Dana did. Dana and Angie both. I was cracking up. Oh, there was some funny stuff. And myself, I cracked myself up too.
I laugh at myself. People think it's weird.
Laugh at yourself.
Well, it was like when you disappeared and when you came back, you said something that was cute. Like it was just how you said it. And it was so cute the way you said it. It was just.
Oh, I don't know. I
It
didn't know
had.
what I said.
I know, and I can't even remember what you said to tell you because I was going to tell you, and then it disappeared, and I was like, well.
Oh, I don't know.
Watch it back and see.
Probably said I'm back or I disappeared. I disappeared. Oh, I watched that Exist movie. It was pretty good actually.
I have not seen that. So.
It was good.
The what movie?
Exist or
Yeah,
Exist or Exist.
Exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. So
I got a couple of movies I gotta watch that
Me too.
are on the to-do list.
Yeah.
well, the Big Brother thing kept me tied up, so I didn't watch hardly any of the stuff that was out. So I got a list of things now to watch.
Yeah. Same here.
And what happens now? It's all the holiday season. Everything's either off or now we are having the Big Brother show come back for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Now, what is it about the house thing? Is there
Yeah,
actually
that's
going to be a
interesting.
house, or
Yeah, there's a house. I saw pictures of it right before I went online.
I thought there wasn't going to be one?
They have the whole house. They have Mrs. Claus's kitchen. They have Santa's
saw
workshop. And I don't. Why did you go to that much trouble? You made HOH rooms and all this stuff.
Ah, crap.
I mean, I know Hollywood's got a lot of money, but goodness. So
I don't know. They're not staying in it, right? According to
Well,
what they first said.
unless they're planning to do something different,
Afterwards,
you know?
maybe. I don't know.
What am I doing?
Maybe the winner has to stay. Like if you win, like maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you win, you have to stay, and then the next week the winner stays too, and then by the end of the show, it's just 2 people. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's gonna be weird, but it's already filmed, so whatever it is,
Yeah.
they're done with it. So, or they're already
That's true.
filming it. So, well, actually, no, it's over. They've already filmed it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see soon, I guess. Next, that's when our new show will premiere. The big chat covering the reindeer games on the 11th. So,
Yeah.
that show will start.
Yeah.
It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for 3 weeks.
Yay.
Oh, you can share them with me for a little while. So,
Ah,
go ahead.
what?
I guess he's going to do the show. I don't know. Maybe he is, but I don't know. So.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't. You can have him.
Oh, well, we're just going to borrow him for the show. You know,
You can have him for the show. He's.
We'll get him back.
It's not. It's not me.
It's
Is it
not in
me?
his head. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll we have a paranormal guys still on Wednesday. We're booked up. We're going to take the week of Christmas off. And then the Saturdays we have Misfits. So it'll be a busy little time. Yeah, I haven't got to watch any TV or movies. So.
There's a few good ones out, but there's not that many, and they haven't put anything new on any of the like just small like Hulu, Netflix. Nothing real new, and you're not missing much.
Nah.
Missing a few movies, maybe.
Yeah. I watched a good one today, and I can't remember the name of it.
Over. Well, we're bowl game now, so yeah. I mean, sports season's coming to an end, so.
What kind of movie was it, Dina? What'd you watch?
I can't remember.
Couldn't have been a very good movie.
It may have been yesterday. I've been binge watching 6 Feet Under for like 3 days. I really like it.
Have you seen Daylight lately, Dina?
Yes, actually, I have.
You looked a little confused there for a moment. So.
Shut up.
You were gone most of the day yesterday, weren't you?
Was it yesterday? No, I went Monday to the doctor.
You're not confused yet. You don't know what day of the week it is, what you watched yesterday.
I know what fucking day it is.
Check you for Alzheimer's soon, so.
My memory is bad.
Well, I get lucky and my phone tells me that it's Wednesday. Like when I pull it down to check on said stuff, it's like Wednesday. I'm like, yay. That's the only way I know what day it is. And as soon as I stop looking at my phone that says Wednesday, I again forget what day it is.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I had to look yesterday because I thought yesterday was Wednesday, and I started to set my computer up, and I was like, oh, it's Tuesday. Damn.
Yeah, yesterday felt like Thursday to me, and Sunday felt like Wednesday to me. And I have been off since Sunday, like completely. Like Saturday, I went with my mom for our usual Saturday trip to the auction house and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over at the auction house, and somebody said something about it being Saturday. I was like, well, you got a couple days, and they just looking at me, and I was like, and she's like, Sonia, today's Saturday, and I was like, today is Saturday? Oh, is that why? And then I'm so stupid. I said, oh, is that why we're here to pick up our stuff? And they were like, yeah. And my mom's like, are you okay? I was like, apparently not. Do I seem okay?
No.
Not. I smell burnt toast, and I need to take a nap. I need to sit down. So don't feel bad.
I do not feel bad about it at all.
Shouldn't. It could get worse.
I know.
So you just sit. As long as the power don't go out, or you don't run out of gas in your car because you forgot, you're good to go.
I keep up with that shit now. No, it was Monday. I had a doctor's appointment that lasted forever. But I like the doctor. So
what was it down at Cherokee? Because I was down there for like hours on Western Avenue with my niece.
It was her OBGYN, so.
He takes his time.
Exactly. You said you really enjoyed it. I just thought maybe it was your OBGYN. So.
When did I say I really enjoyed it?
What did you just say? Didn't you say you were down there for a long time and you really enjoyed it or something like that?
No, I said it took forever.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, well,
I don't know where he got it. I really enjoyed it.
He was thinking if he was your OG.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
Apparently I can't set you up for a fucking joke, Dean, is what it is. So.
Awkward.
I wasn't trying to joke about it. Man.
No, I was. I was trying. Never mind.
When I want to joke about something, I'll joke about it.
Apparently. So, all right. So the co-host position, Sportcat at.
Go ahead. I'm ready to go to bed.
I'll just run and fall over on us. Now we've got a few more minutes here, so we'll be all right.
I'm kidding. I'm not sleepy yet.
I am. So.
Well.
Damn, I think the medicine's trying to kill me. So, shit. So, I get my blood pressure right. Everything else goes K-wire. So, oh well.
If I was going to kill you, I'd use my hands.
He's watching this. I'm just That's all I need is a pissed off fucking dummy being thrown at me. So that's all I know.
You're not. That's why I brought Shay in, so she'd protect me. I'm my Sasquatch.
Yeah, I can't wait till you all get that worked out where you can come on together.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're working on it. I still got to practice. Like, I lost my voice. Okay, so last year I lost my high pitched scream voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so a couple months ago, my voice went out again, and I've been sounding like the nanny. Maybe I was smoking. I'm like, no, we can't do that. So we're working on it though.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Working
She does good.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. I'll start like.
Yeah,
What?
we won't do that. We won't do that. So
No.
I was glad JT did come in there for a few minutes. So
Yeah.
I tried to get him to come on the show, but then he was like, well, the internet and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh well.
Yeah, the internet is a little bit slow over there.
Well, he's got like all these lights hooked up and stuff.
He told
the
me that
Bluetooth,
the other
I guess.
day. Yeah. He said when he took all the stuff out of the lamp or whatever,
Yeah.
that it sped up a little bit.
Well, I went in there and turned the TV off, and I should have turned the lights out, but it did seem like it helped.
I bet that television takes a lot of it.
TV. It is a smart TV.
Yeah.
They do. My niece, when she comes to my house, she's got an iPhone. None of the rest of us in the house have an iPhone. She can come into the room, and my phone will immediately just stop playing videos all the way through. Yeah, and my Roku will like immediately bog down. You know, like that. It's crazy. I'm like her iPhone. It'll do to everybody in the house. I'm like, it absorbs all the internet. I don't know how they do it. I'm on to you, iPhone.
Apple.
It probably sucks up everything. What'd you say, Glenn?
It's Apple. They've got the combination to getting it. So.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah, they probably got one of those jammers, kind of like the school uses for everybody else's internet, and only lets the Apple run.
Yeah, it probably picks it up first.
Well, the way it works and how quick it is, I'm on to them. I'm on to you guys. I'm on to everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense because when I turn my phone on to like check a message, I wonder if that makes a difference.
I don't know.
You got the iPhone?
Yeah.
You absorbing your own internet over there?
I have an iPhone. Might be a good possibility.
Yeah, like my niece is it'll sometimes if I'm on the phone or something, she'll come into the room and it'll immediately start, like if I'm on the Facebook video call, it'll immediately go into the doo 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 doo. It takes it a couple minutes to come back. Yeah.
Weird.
Interesting. Yeah.
Speculation. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I'm not either.
I'm no scientist.
I'm no scientist. I'm not
an engineer for that.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one in the bedroom. Turn your head and cough. Stop shaking your head, Glenn.
Trying to be good. So. You're gonna have to work harder at your game. So you're gonna be gone this weekend, so you won't be in Misfits, obviously.
I mean, unless you want me to just turn on the camera to the hot tub to the girls. I mean, it's a possibility. We'll just mute it and you can just watch in the background.
Girls gone wild.
We will make it full screen, no problem. So. For the radio listener, I'm sorry.
Let's describe what you're seeing. This will really build like a team exercise for the Misfits. See if y'all can agree on anything.
Well, we haven't even figured out what we're going to talk about this weekend, so I think
oh, that's right. What'd I say?
You should do cultural what everybody around the world has done for Christmas through the You know, like I don't know what you would
Oh,
call that,
Lord.
but like
No.
evil Christmas traditions. You know,
Evil.
like
Christmas.
Krampus. Krampus is fun. Love
What
Krampus.
the hell is Krampus?
You don't know who Krampus is?
Wow.
No.
Krampus is who comes and gets the bad little boys and girls, and they hit him over the head, and he throws them in a sack, and they take him. Krampus. You never heard? There's a movie called Krampus. You should watch it. It's
Maybe I
creepy.
will.
He lives in the
Yeah.
opposite place of Mr. Claus.
Well, they Norway. I think Norwegian. I don't know. I don't want to misspeak, but I think it's a Norwegian tradition.
Maybe.
I think you're correct. I'm trying to think because they usually have him on a boat, don't they? When they have him like in parades and stuff.
I don't know about a boat, but he looks like a
Alright.
goat man. He looks like
Yes.
he looks like a
It's
giant
an
goat
evil
man.
goat man. Yeah, he's an evil goat man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. I'll have to look it up.
yeah, Krampus, and it's KRAMPUS.
Yeah, it's another country. I know. I was flying once. I guess it was my first year of flying. And we ended up down in the West Indies.
You saw Krampus?
No. It's very different down there.
What?
They're what?
It's very different down there for their Christmas and their Christmas
Yeah.
traditions. I'll say that. Yeah, we were down there. We got we got stuck because the pilots ran out of time in a little island off the West Indies, and we spent Christmas Eve there. So very odd. Very. Whoa, it's a little loud. Didn't I?
Sorry. I never mean to blow that way, and I do every time.
She's on her phone.
Sometimes I wish she blowed it.
She's supposed
That makes it better if you turn the other side.
Yeah, because I blow this way.
Maybe I should just turn the cameras all on, and I'll just sit in back here and let you all just carry on to this.
What the hell? I can't even see what that word is.
Well, put your granny glasses on,
I'll
so
have to.
Lord, your arms can't get any longer.
Anthropomorphic figure. In Central and Eastern Alpine folklore of Europe.
Yep, that sounds about right. So yeah, we don't know what we're talking about. We'll figure something out, or we may just not figure anything out at all.
Assisting St. Nicholas or Santa Claus. The pair visit.
No time like the present to research it, Gina. So
Shut your
Yeah.
face.
He's like,
Am I bothering you?
once you get on Santa's list, Krampus is that's where the real naughty kids go. It's the kids that were too naughty for the coal.
Oh, with birch rods. They punishes them with birch rods. Ow.
Told you he hits them.
So he he canes them.
I mean,
Mean.
yeah, well, you'll be good this year, won't you?
Maybe.
I might just be extra naughty all year
Oh,
long.
my
I want to get an extra
goodness.
caning.
Wait, no, I don't know. Now,
need
Krampus is considered to be half goat, half demon in some legends. I don't like that.
That's
That's
it.
wanna-
Just
I
some
wanna be a
legends. But
Goat, man. Goat, demon.
if
come
you're
to
not
whip me.
enjoying the spanking, of course he's going to seem evil. But if you're enjoying yourself, you're just enjoying yourself. You're just
Might be
too
just a Santa
grown.
Claus.
like consenting, one cryptid, human, whatever, having a good old time.
Okay.
He said, bad.
Bad girl.
I got that.
Have you been bad this Christmas? I might have.
I've been bad. Not right.
I know.
It always takes a unique turn when you're on, Sonya. So.
Thank you. They can't take me nowhere.
Oh, I love to take you places, so bring me back upstairs, man.
Mister, I'm scared. You're scared. I gotta walk back alone. I told you.
That's it.
Yep.
I told you.
She's ruined herself.
Ah.
Never such a serious, unlike some shows, so.
Oh Lord.
I should probably take more stuff serious, but I do not.
We're only here for a limited time, so enjoy it while you're here because it's gone quickly.
Do you mean on the show or in general on the earth?
On the earth.
Yes.
Oh.
Rambo. Yeah.
Well, there's one thing that is given in life, and that is death. That is the one thing that you are guaranteed, if you are alive right now, that you will get at some point. So I can't take any of that stuff seriously. None of us are going to make it out alive.
That's
Nope.
true.
But I've been in many past lives, so I'm not worried. I mean, I've been here since my first rodeo. It's my only rodeo as Sonya in this body. You know, I do know that. I'm enjoying it as best I can.
I don't know what I was in past lives. I'd like to find out, but I don't know.
Yeah. Do you ever have any reoccurring memories that don't seem like your life, but they seem like something that you're very familiar with that you can remember?
The only one, it's like I've been there and I know the place. It's like, I don't know if it's like a pond or a pool, a lake or what. It's a body of water, and it appears man-made, but I've been there in my dreams. I've been there and I remember the place, but I couldn't tell you wherever it is.
So it may be somewhere you were at when you were small, or it could have been somewhere you may have been at in a past life that you're remembering, that you're having that like deja vu, very familiar feeling about, and that's you standing on the edge of that pond in a past life. And if you dig into that, which is really hard, it's once you start to have those like reoccurring memories, or if you still have that reoccurring dream, if you can think about it and have it again, you can start to pick into your past and kind of like follow that as a kind of a rabbit hole down into like your past lives.
You can have
that makes sense.
Past life regression too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a scaredy cat for those things. I don't really think I would do those things.
I would kind of like to have one.
I mean,
or have it done.
Depends on how you feel about life. Like if you're one of those people who kind of feel like you're being reincarnated to do something that you didn't figure out the last time you were here for. You know what I mean? Some people believe that you've been reincarnated because it's a test, because you didn't finish something. You know, if you're one of those people who believes that, and that's fair and that's fine. Knowing your past and what your past mistakes or who you were as a person in your past may be useful to you now, you know. But I mean, any other time, I mean, if there's no reason for it to affect your future, there's no need in digging up the past.
I feel like I'm on, like, I do believe in reincarnation. I think I'm on, like, one of my, I think this is probably, like, maybe my last reincarnation.
I think a lot. Okay, so a lot of people that know they're reincarnated too, I also believe that they may be star seeds. You know, old souls that are here to help with the human race. And a lot of us have. I think we've already chosen. We had already chose not to come back, but they talked us into coming back again.
Yeah,
and we're like, all right, this is the last one though.
Don't you sometimes feel like that?
Yeah. And it is. And it was like, I feel like I chose to come back and I really didn't want to, but they talked me into coming back this time because I needed to be here for a certain reason. Even if it was just to see what was going on or to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Because we're in a different age of, than we've been in really through history.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, we're in the age of truth, the age of wisdom, you know, like really learning about like what's real and like who's been keeping our past from us and who we are as human creatures, real creatures.
A lot of history they've kept from us. Oh, it's awful.
Well, then it doesn't go with a lot of them's agenda to like, you know, rule whatever kingdom they were in to rule at the time. And that was the biggest part of like being able to erase your, you know, your like your beliefs, you know.
Yeah. And I'm not talking just in recent past, but long past.
I mean, Sumerians. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
all the way back into the Mesopotamian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been here. We've been here before. We've seen some stuff.
Mhm.
That's why you can't take things too serious. I'm like, you're instantly want to talk to me to being here.
Yeah. It's really weird.
I talked
get
myself. I chose to be here. I definitely did. I wanted to see things out.
And what's really strange is I knew I was going to have a girl. I mean, way before I even got pregnant. I knew way before I even thought about getting pregnant.
Have you seen her?
Yeah,
Like you knew her? You
I
seen
knew her. I knew her.
Mhm.
And when I finally was pregnant, I knew who she was going to be, and I knew what her name was. I knew what I was going to name her, and I could feel her around me and stuff. It was really odd.
You've been family before.
Yeah.
That's what it was. She chose you. She chose
Yeah,
you to be.
yeah.
Okay, I'll go back this time, but my daughter's got to come with me, or my, one of my soul,
Yeah.
soul connections.
Yeah. And another thing is so weird
It's pretty.
that
I'll cry.
I'll be thinking about her or she'll be thinking about me, and we'll text each other at the same time. And
Yeah,
so,
that soul
yeah.
bond.
Yeah.
That's a true blue soul bond.
Mm,
And I'm crying over here. That's a real soul bond with somebody.
mm,
That's what that
mhm.
is. Yeah.
Or she can text one word and I can tell if something's wrong with her. Same, same, same thing with
You already
me.
knew. You already knew he was just
Yeah.
coming. Oh, she's. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah. You get a few of those, and a lot of people
Yeah.
don't, because we're not taught that, for a long time. I mean, you miss out on a
Mhm.
lot of people that are supposed to be in your life, because a lot of the time when you meet people throughout your life, especially if it's guys and girls, a lot of the time you
Mhm.
just think that you're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody because you have this connection with them. So
Right.
you try to
Right.
date them, and that didn't work, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, we were supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
Some,
Exactly.
some soul bonds were supposed to be merely like platonic.
Right.
But
Yeah.
again, we've also been raised in a society where men and women can't be friends because they must be more than that, and it's just,
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
trying out here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Son, you going to be back with us next week?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, next week we have two guests again, and one of them is Mike Rickman. He's a sports journalist. He just had a book come out talk about the Washington Redskins football legacy of George Allen. And then the second guest of the second hour is his name is Stephen Arineta. He's a professor with Westchester Community College, SUNY, Sunny. But the real reason we're having Steve on is because he was a contestant on Big Brother 20. Although he was a low-key victim and he fell out kind of quickly, it'll be fun to talk to him. Plus, with him being a criminal justice professor, I'm sure we got all kinds of cool things to talk about, too.
Yeah.
Just bored you to death, didn't I?
Yay! I shouldn't have said he tricked me. He was like,
Oh, no, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Sure. I'll be here. Mhm.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, I'm sure maybe Bobby will be here next week. I don't know. Bobby's a busy man, so we can't keep
no,
up with him.
I can be here. I was just playing. I can talk to anybody. It doesn't matter what they're about.
Yeah.
I try not to be too dirty.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it might be a different type of guest. Yeah,
They just-
that was whatever.
They just want to. They just. I don't know if I keep walking into it.
Yeah.
All right. So you just try harder. So.
All
Yeah, much harder. So that's what we have next weekend on the Paranormal, guys. We'll figure out something for the Misfits. Saturday at 9.
Yeah.
And then next week is the premiere of the Big Chat Reindeer Games. I think it's going to be at about 10. What do we say? 10:30? No, it's going to be late because they're running until 10, aren't they?
I
I don't
think
know. We'll
so.
see. It'll be next Monday and Tuesday, maybe 10 or 11 Eastern time, running for about an hour, and then we'll have the paranormal. So next week's going to be a busy week. We'll have Monday, Tuesday, the Big Chat, which covered the reindeer games. Then Wednesday, we'll have the paranormal guys. And then Thursday, the Big Chat again. And then reindeer games. I mean, Misfits. What am I saying? Oh, hell, Misfits is reindeer games. So.
Woohoo! Reindeer.
That makes me nervous. My grandma got run over by a reindeer. She was walking from our house on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. You just kept telling me that story sometimes.
Some people say there's no such thing as Santa.
But as for me and Dina, we believe.
We believe.
God, I'm glad we're on the radio. Change the name of this. Sportcat Circus. I don't need to tell where else to carry on. I'm good. I'm just a button pusher. So.
I'm glad you were here, though.
Me and Tony got this.
Yeah. Thanks for being our backup, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn.
Anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you next week. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon. Make sure to check out the Misfits on Saturday.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.